Jason.
From Psycroptic.
You're watching PureGrainAudio. Well, I think like last night was pretty much, that's like the peak of our live shows, you know. I mean, it's small club, low stage, fucking crowds in your face, you know. I mean, that's, from a writing point of view, that's the sort of shit we write our albums to, you know, be directed at when we play big festivals and stuff, big stages. It's fun, it's great.
It's not as intimate.
But we're like totally a band about we need the fucking energy feeding off the crowd. And
I love club shows.
And like everyone's always like, oh, it must be sick playing fucking big festivals and stuff.
And it's not that it's not sick.
It is sick.
It's just a different type of vibe. You know?
It's a different type of sick, right?
Different type of sick. And I've never been on a record. I kind of just got here. But playing the shows live last night was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was
like
sick.
The type of set that you'll remember for the rest of your life. You know?
Yeah.
Really fun. And like the energy was just unsurpassed.
Yeah.
In your face. It's like kids with boots in their faces. And like
I think
just raging.
The security guys,
they were getting exhausted.
They were like getting 2-3 crowd services at a time, and I felt like I was being lazy because those motherfuckers were working so hard. Like, you know, it was fucking sick. When and that was the weird thing, like the changeover time and the setup time. Like normally when you do a club show or something, it's really tight, really quick, and it gets your anxiety raging. So by the time you go on, you're like, you know. But like last night, it was weird because it was like such a long change. Everyone's like relaxed, and we're like,
house lights are on. You're like, I wonder if it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Is this place gonna fill out? And
it was
before
like
we even started, the place was fucking ready to go. The coolest thing about the boat is that people that are on board seem to actually give a shit about the bands.
Yeah.
They show up early and stay late for every set that they want to see. And like, I don't know how many people were in that room last night, but
there was a lot.
But like, whatever. There's 3,000 guests on this boat, and it's killer because no band really has to play a beat set.
Yeah.
I mean, some are better than others, of course, but last night was just so sick.
Yeah. We totally fucking look at it from the live perspective. Right. Like in the early days,
like everyone's gonna go crazy when you hear this.
In the early days, we didn't, and in my opinion, we kind of fucked up a little bit because I think our early records they were fucking, in my, you know, I loved them, you know, and it's something I'm still very proud of, but we never looked at how it was going to come across playing it 36 nights in a row. And that side of things, shit. So
I think you have to learn about shit like that.
Yeah,
just with age and experience.
Definitely.
You know?
So
you have to do a few tours to sort out what things look like.
What works and what doesn't.
Right. And kind of like detail the set accordingly in order, like, even now, like, you make sure that don't go too many fast ones in a row. Break it up with a slow one, or however you want to look at it. But you know that when you're picking out what songs you're going to play live, you're obviously basing them on how the crowd is going to react, at least how you anticipate that. And if you're writing music, you kind of think the same way, you know?
Yeah. You always got to go for your fucking big banging riffs. We go for more choruses and shit now, which is something we didn't used to do. Yeah, we're always thinking, when we write a song, it's like, all right, how is this going to come across on stage? You know, we don't want to just write a big fucking string of notes, you know, and just blast beats and have the crowd standing there going, what the fuck is going on?
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess I can speak objectively about this because I haven't been on any of the records, but I think the newer songwriting style is more infectious.
It works better.
It's much more like verse, chorus, verse type shit, where if the songs are structured a certain way, they're easier to digest. That's more my type of shit, you know?
Yeah.
I guess that's a personal thing, but it seems
I think
most of the set nowadays is newer material anyway, and people seem to love it. So
it's been fucking wild.
It couldn't have gone better.
I pretty much can't believe that this shit.
It's like surreal how much fun it is. It's all day and all night. We have just been having the hardest laughs, great shows. There's a ton of friends on board, and like if you've done this long enough, and again, I've only been like a Psycroptic dude for a minute since late 2015. just touring in other bands over the years. You know 3/4 of the musicians on the boat or whatever. And
that's the sickest
thing. You can't turn the corner without bumping into a sick dude that wants to have a beer and a laugh, and it's just like jokes are on fire. Everyone's killing it. Energy's super high.
It's just been fun. It's just wild.
It's like, not to get like dramatic about it, but it's kind of fucking magical. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And then you just look out and it's like, wow. Look at our lives right now. This is fucking last night I'm watching Anthrax at like fucking, I don't know last night Dying Fetus at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who the fuck watches Dying Fetus at 4 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the Caribbean Sea? That's so cool, you know?
Yeah.
I love.
We started with Suffocation the other morning.
Right.
Got up. We'd been out on the booze the night before. We get up and we're like, oh sweet, let's go have breakfast and watch Suffocation like 11:30 in the morning.
Let's go eat breakfast next to the Testament dudes and then go to Suffocation on the main stage, and it's just non-stop like
it's like where do you get that shit?
It's almost like total sensory overload.
Yeah,
you know, because it's like everything you've ever wanted to do is that's your whole day. You know,
and we're just losing our minds 24/7.
I did one tour with Dying Fetus in 2012, so I've seen them a bunch, dozens and dozens of times. Last night was probably my favorite set I've ever seen them play. And it was at 4:30 in the morning. I wasn't expecting anyone to be there. I think they played from 3:45 to 4:30 or something like that. And it was like,
fucking sick.
But everyone that showed up, even at that hour, was like crazy energetic and just like crashing into each other. And beers spilling all over the place and remind you of being a little kid. And I think in a way that's what we all kind of strive for.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're a band we've never had the pleasure of touring with them, living where we do. We don't get those sort of bands coming through our hometown. Right. So like last night, I'm like, fuck, I'm so staying up that late to watch Dying Fetus and getting drunk and just gonna fucking party my ass.
What a good band too.
And it was so sick.
It was just awesome.
Yeah.
The Revocation guys are also really good friends of ours.
Yeah.
The dude who plays bass in that band I grew up with, and it all came together. I got the road trip down here from the Northeast with like my best buds and meet up with these dudes from the other side of the world, and everyone is just non-stop having fun together. So, spot on.